Hey peoples, it's me. So, this is gonna sound really, really cynical, but it's a discussion I think the Marvel fandom needs to have, which is every movie has been doing really well. From the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm talking Marvel Studios, we're talking Iron Man, Captain America, Avengers, we're talking that plotline, we're not talking X-Men, we're not talking Fantastic Four. Please, let's not talk about Fantastic Four. Oh, dear God, let's not talk about Fantastic Four. Or Amazing Spider-Man. No, we're staying away from those. We're not talking about those. This is about a serious conversation we need to have about the main Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it is the fact that it's got a problem. And it's one that I think a lot of people don't want to think about. And it's the fact that every single movie has been good to one degree or another. Say what you want about Iron Man 3 and the Thor films and Iron Man 2 to one degree or another. They're all at least competent. They're all at least enjoyable. But there's a problem, and that problem is with movies like this, there tends to be a trend. There's the one people don't like. There's the flop. Okay, an argument can be made for Star Wars that all the prequels are the flop, but also Return of the Jedi. That is often cited as the least favorite of the original trilogy. Even though it's my favorite, it's usually the least favorite people's trilogy because the kind of hastily backstepping of the whole, oh crap, Vader is his father, Leia tensions, which ends up getting played off well in my opinion, but still, the Ewok thing, which some people like, some people don't like, including the song at the end of the original version. That's how you know if you're a real Star Wars fan. Not if you prefer the original or you like all the films. If you know about the real ending, the original ending to Return of the Jedi, you know things. You have seen dark things. Take the the original Spider-Man trilogy. Spider-Man 1, decent film. Spider-Man 2, awesome film. Spider-Man 3, flopped. Even the Batman films. 1, okay film. Dark Knight, oh, amazing film. Dark Knight Rises, didn't do what it can live up to its predecessor, and that's the problem of Marvel is facing. We have had Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Cap 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. We've had 9 films. 9 films. Not one has done badly. And that is the problem. Because just probability states there's going to be a bad one coming. And I have some theories as to what the best possible worst films could be. And that sounds like a really bad idea, but a bad topic. I'll get there. But it's going to happen. I mean, for best example of the worst case scenario is Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, because it has a problem that other films have had and may have. Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 both had the same problem of too many villains. Arguably, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, I still can't believe they're calling it that, has the opposite problem, too many heroes. I mean, that movie's going to have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, possibly The Flash, possibly Green Arrow, Lex Luthor. They're talking about Doomsday in that film. They're talking about maybe a Robin. Like, way too many characters. Way too many characters. But, of course, we're talking Marvel. I think Age of Ultron is going to have too many plot lines. There's too much it's going to have to be woven into this story. Now, maybe they might expand upon all these things, but still, here's the basic breakdown. 1. Ultron himself. His creation, his rise to power, his defeat. That's going to be the overarching plot of this film. Okay, fine. The creation of Vision. Okay, there's something else. The introduction of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. There's another thing. The formation of the splinter group of Hydra that has Loki's scepter. Another group. Possibly going into Black Widow's past. More about Hulk and Banner fighting off against each other internally and across the rest of the crew, including, of course, the Hulkbuster armor. Then you've got rumors that they're going to lay the ground for Black Panther. They're going to lay stuff for Civil War. Then you've got talk about things that are gonna lead into more maybe the Inhumans, or maybe tie into Agent Carter or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. All of this, plus stuff that's gonna deal with more of the Infinity Stones. Plus, like, Rhodey's in this film. Maria Hill's in this film. Hawkeye's supposed to have a bigger role in this film. How long is this movie going to be? Is this going to be another 3-hour movie now? Don't get me wrong. If it's a 3-hour movie and it's good, I will love it. And don't get me wrong. When I talk about these films, I want these films to do well. I want to have good superhero movies. I love that we're living in this golden age of superhero films. That's great. I'd love to see them all continue. But that little cynical voice in the back of my head, okay, it's a big cynical voice, but that cynical voice in the back of my head is saying, this could go really badly, really quickly. I have faith that it won't. I'm really excited. I'm really hoping this will do well. But at the same time, that's a lot. That's a lot to get through. And sure, will they give tons of attention to everything? Probably not. Will all of these be huge, important things? Probably not. But still, that's a big thing to think about. But this is coming. We're going to have a bad movie. It's almost inevitable. I would love it to be impossible. I would love to think that it's impossible for Marvel to do a bad film, but odds are not in their favor. So here is my short list of films that I think are the best movies to do badly. First off, Ant-Man. He's, in terms of the comics, a very important character for the Avengers, but in terms of the movie series so far, not that important. For an introductory movie, the trailer was kind of all over the place in tone. It was taking itself very seriously, very cut and dry, but it had these little bits of humor tied to it. And so I'm not really sure what tone they're going for. If they're going for the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is very much kind of very self-aware and kind of, having fun with it, or they're going to go for more Captain America Winter Soldier, grim, dark thing. I don't know where they're going with that, and that could be a problem. Ant-Man, I think, would be the best one to fail on, because it's not connected to anything yet. Ant-Man is supposed to be the kind of epilogue to Phase 2. And if that's the case, then story-wise, that is the perfect spot to put it. That is the perfect spot to fail, because it's not important to the overarching story of Thanos or any of the Infinity Stones. It would be perfect for that one to be the one that does badly, because it isn't important to the story yet. Another one that could do badly, and I think could be okay, might be Doctor Strange, because that is when we finally step into the realm of magic. Although I really don't want them to do badly, because I really like Doctor Strange. I really think he's an interesting character, but we'll see. Beyond that, film-wise, we might be able to get away with the Inhumans, but again, that's another big introduction, so we kind of need that to work, because that's Marvel Studios' answer to not being able to use the word mutant. The TV shows are the only thing that's left that could take the hit. One of the TV shows doesn't do as well, because the TV shows technically at the moment aren't important. They're an expansion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm not talking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter. I'm talking Daredevil. I'm talking the Netflix one, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. I'm talking, or Power Man. I forget which one they're going with. But that could take the hit. And right now, their track record from what I've seen of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't the strongest. From what I've seen of Agent Carter, which is really, really strong. So it's been back and forth, up and down with their smaller stuff. But Marvel overall is just making great movies. And the problem is that dip is going to come. And again, I'm going to reiterate, it's not that I want Marvel to do bad. Believe me, I don't want that. It's the fact that statistics indicate they're going to probably fail at some point. Every movie series ends up doing badly. Harry Potter. Say what you want about the films. Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince. Those didn't, they did well because they're Harry Potter films, but in terms of, if you ask people what their favorite movies are from the series, they're not going to say that. They're not going to say those. X-Men 3, X-Men Origins Wolverine, much as it's one of my favorite movies because I really love Wolverine, that ending, oh my god, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Series, after a while, they get at least one flop. At least one doesn't do as well. With luck, Iron Man 3 and the Thor films maybe are like the least popular ones, which is not bad at all if those are the least popular ones and those are the ones that did the worst. But I don't know, man. Things ain't looking so good. Well, not that they ain't looking good, but well, you know what I mean. Okay, so 2 things. 1, answers to totally not Sarah and totally her cat. A, I have had cats. No, I do not have cats at the moment. Kind of miss having cats, mainly because I haven't had cats since I was little. But no, I am aware of how cats can be complete and total butts. 2, whole thing about not uploading videos. I've had a couple ideas bouncing around, and I've talked about this with Karen a couple of times. I can't remember if I've talked with you about it, Sarah, about me starting maybe like doing some Let's Plays or something on this channel. I don't know, something. I'm also thinking, and this is really back in my head, of toying around with some sort of format based off what some of my favorite YouTubers like to do, called the Let's Drown Out, where you pick a particularly boring game and try to talk over it, make it interesting. Or just playing a game with somebody else who's either spectating or also watching you play, either watching you play the game or also playing or something. I don't know. Something to throw around, something different. I don't really feel, because I have like 3 different things I can do. I can rant, I can play music, and I can game, and I don't really want to do music because that takes way too long, and I end up deleting like 7 different takes while games can be a lot faster. I was actually at one point recording a Let's Play for this channel of me playing as a dwarf princess in Dragon Age Origins. I might continue that playthrough and finally start uploading stuff to this. I don't know. I'll put this up there, and you guys can give me feedback on what you think I should do. Beyond that, go to the second thing now. Hello, people who aren't me, Sarah, or Karen. Hi. Welcome to our channel. You should totally watch more videos because we talk about actually quite a lot of things. Not frequently, unfortunately. We're trying to work on that. I promise we're trying to work on that. But we talk about quite a lot of things. Hit the like button if you do actually like our stuff. Or if you don't, I don't really care. Just like the button anyway, because it does help get some more views. Leave a comment. That actually is the biggest bit of help you can do, because that will give us any indication that the people besides the 3 of us actually watch these. So yeah, also down in there will be links to our various Tumblrs, Twitters, well not mine because I don't have one, and such like that. So yeah, until next time, good day, sir.